Senator Mike Lee is spearheading the Social Capital Project. That's to improve Americans' social relationships, including families, communities, workplaces, and our religious congregations. Joining us now is Senator Mike Lee of Utah. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
You call this Social Capital Project an agenda of our time. Tell us what the goal is.
Well, Lauren, our government is accustomed to studying all kinds of things that have traditionally been measured by government, things like gross domestic product, how much of gross domestic product is being taken in through the tax system, factors like those, economic factors. We are less accustomed to measuring things that deal with associational life in America, the state of families, of communities, of people interacting through charitable organizations, private foundations, and so forth. These are things that have connected American society in the past, Americans to each other, and have helped lift a lot of people out of poverty and expand America's middle class. And yet we see increasing signs that some of those things are being weakened. We want to take a look at those things.
So do you believe that religion plays a big role or should play a big role in the lives of Americans?
It does, and it should. And the reason we know that, one of the many reasons we know that, is because it's helped a lot of people in the United States. One of the keys to our success, going all the way back to the days of the Revolution, certainly by the time Alexis de Tocqueville visited America in the 1830s to study why it is that the American Revolution had succeeded, why it was that the American middle class had survived and thrived. Had a lot to do with religious belief in America. The fact that people came together with bonds of faith and formed religious communities that expanded their opportunities here in the United States.
Well, the report says that in the early 1970s, nearly 7 in 10 adults in America were members of a church, and today just 55% of adults are. So why is it important for Americans to practice religion? I know you say religion is important, but we're seeing a decline in it.
Well, first of all, we always want to make sure that people have the right to make their own choices. Religious belief, worship, church membership should never be coerced by government. There's nothing the government can or should do to force people into these situations. What we do want is to at least make sure that the government isn't discouraging people from entering into voluntary associations.
Sort of the yin and the yang here is that there are many people who believe, that religion and government should have absolutely nothing to do with each other. So why should the government fund this project?
Well, look, this project isn't about religion per se. It's about associational life as a whole. One of the many factors that are examined have to do with how people interact with their church or whether they interact with it at all. But that's just one of many facets of associational life.
Senator Mike Lee of Utah, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.